are again at Casa de Yaya, and I think you've seen most of this, except for the very high stuff. I've gotten all of the sheetrock and wood off of these walls. This is the living room, and I've been spending most of the last few days, weeks, getting the nails out of all of this wood, because I'm going to put it back up eventually. This closet, this used to be the closet, the coat closet that faced out into the living room, and I'm going to turn it around. So I've cut the 2x4s for the floor and to go in the middle, took the door and everything out, and then on this side in the studio I've got it ready to trim out the door, and then we took the door off of this one too, and I'm just going to trim it out, and if I ever want to put a door on it, we can just put a bifold door. I'm going to use this. This is my studio, and I'm going to have my serger in one closet, and then my sewing machine in the other, and we'll have shelves above it. I've been, like I said, getting the nails out of all of this wood. The beadboard, the boards that were behind the sheetrock all throughout the house, all of the trim, the kitchen cabinets, which we had to tear apart because they were built in place. So I got all of those nails out. I'll be reusing that wood to make cabinets for my pantry. Hopefully that's the plan. Here's some more wood. Then I've got, then in this master bedroom, I've taken out most of this closet. The closet was too narrow. It wasn't deep enough. It was only like 17 inches deep from the, the inside measurements. So it's not deep enough for clothes. So we've got to fix that. And I've got all of that wood down except for this up here. And we'll be rebuilding the closet. It'll be the same, but it'll be moved out, so it'll be deeper. I've ordered my windows. They should be in another 5 weeks. These two windows in the master bedroom, they face the street, and there's one in each corner of the room. Well, I'm going to have those taken out and then put 2 windows side by side in the middle, so it'll match the windows in the studio, and then that will be replaced, and they'll all have the panes, the colonial look, the panes like the windows in the living room. We're replacing them, but we're replacing them with new windows that have the panes in them, so they look old-fashioned. Here's the studio windows, double windows, and so I'm going to have windows like that put in the master bedroom, so it'll look the same from the street. Then in the bathroom, my daughter and I got the tub and enclosure out. We used the Sawzall. It was so much fun. It was fiberglass, so we just Sawzalled it all off until we got down to the tub, and then we lifted the tub out of there and threw it in the dumpster. And then this second layer of subfloor that was in the bathroom, pulled it up when we were pulling the baseboard off. Whenever they put the second layer of subfloor in, they left the baseboards in place. So there was a gap. And so we've got to get the floor around the toilet, the first layer of the subfloor. We had some rot. And so that's got to be repaired. And then there's rot all along this wall because the siding on the outside got wet and rotted. Let me show you that. Excuse me moving you around. And so all of that floor along that wall will be repaired. See this siding, this is on the deck, and this siding, it got wet. What happens is where these roofs meet, the water just pours and pours and pours right here, and that's why there was a big hole here, and the contractor repaired that for me. It just pours and pours and pours right there. So I'll have to get gutters as soon as I can. And here's some more of the, over here behind the electric, big old piece of rotten wood. So the contractors, this wood, this is just that wood siding, and we're going to cover it up with hardy plank that looks like my wood lap siding on this side and on the street side of the master bedroom. The rest of the house is the lap siding, so we're going to put lap siding on here so it'll match. And we're going to use hardy plank. We're going to leave this and the front and the east side of the studio is all the wood lap siding. We're going to leave it, and then when it's time to be replaced, then we'll go with hardy plank. What they did here in the studio side, so you can see the lap siding, they didn't put sheetrock or wood or anything behind it. They just put the lap siding right on the studs, which doesn't make me real happy. I don't think that's the way to go. Yeah. So whenever it's time to replace it, we'll put sheetrock and then we'll put the hardy plank lap siding. What it used to be was there's a back wall in the kitchen, still has it. Originally, when the house was built, they put this plank siding on a diagonal, and then they put the lap siding on top of that. That's why these old houses withstood the 1900 storm and all the storms, because they were built to last. And that is what used to be on this east wall, which is going to be the firewall, and now it's got plywood. But it all had rotted, the plank, the diagonal plank stuff. So that all came off, and they put up the sheetrock. And so here's more wood I've been taking the nails out of, and the doors are all sitting. I'm trying to get everything out of the way because Monday they're coming to take the windows out, and then they're going to cover them with plywood, so it's going to be so dark in here. Another reason why we're getting the temporary pole electric service. So, what else? Oh, this lavatory stand is what I've been using for a workbench, and with a couple of sawhorses to get to put this wood on top of while I'm pulling the nails out. It sure made things easier than trying to do it on the ground. And there's all my wood. So I think that's it for now. I'll show you what the plumber's done so far. It's really has been a long, drawn out process. He's done a little bit there in the bathroom, and this is all his stuff. And then he's done this for the sink, and then he's fixing to work on where the washer and dryer is going. So everything's going very slowly. When the contractors get back, things should speed up and we'll be able to see what's going on. Okay, that's it for now. I'll keep you posted.